What's going on, guys? It's your boy Team Money here, coming to you live with some tactical analysis, aka the digital nomad. I'm a ball out, show you guys what I'm interested in and looking to trade here in the next coming days, weeks, months, whatever it is, just however long it takes to set up. This is ALGO USD, so I'm gonna dive right into it. Let's roll it. So what I like to do is I like to start off and identify some support and resistance zones. And this is actually a weekly time frame. So that's what we're going to focus on first, and then we're going to move into some lower time frames here. So we have a couple of zones here, and you can draw them however you like. I just like to kind of do it to the tops of some wicks, candle closes, stuff like that. I also like to incorporate a Fibonacci retracement into my trading. So we'll take this swing low to this swing high. And I'm just looking at what price has done in the past, right? So as you can see here, price respected this Fibonacci zone 3 different times, didn't close below it, and it actually ended up pushing higher. So that's kind of what I'm looking for this next potential move. If you notice on this chart here, we're making swing low to swing high, a higher low, higher high, and now we're pulling back to make this higher low somewhere in this area. And we're looking to capitalize on a move that's potentially going to be going to the moon, I guess, as some cryptocurrency traders would say. But now that we've identified our fib levels and then our support and resistance zones, we're going to look at current price action and where it's at. So what I'm going to do is I'll just take this fib and I'll bring it to the swing high, and we're going to move it down to the swing low. So as you notice, we have a little bit of a difference here. We actually have the fib level coming in below the support and resistance zone. Now, some people might be like, oh, this is invalidated, but what we're really looking for is for wicks, kind of like how this kind of wicked away from the zone here. You can see it came in and wicked and then closed above the zone. That's actually a really nice indication that this zone is holding as support at the moment. So what I'm looking for is for price to kind of play around, wick down here and close above the level. And it could do that a couple of times before finally like bottoming out, kind of similar to like what has happened down here. So that's what I'll be waiting for as far as like a swing entry, something I can go long and hold for a long period of time. If you do want to put a long position in here, got this, we can target these highs up here, which is about a 90% return. And then I'll get into the stop loss here in a little bit once we have kind of dropped into lower time frames. So now that we have this all mapped out, I'm going to drop into a daily time frame here. And we'll notice that we're actually in some pretty bearish market structure here. So what I like to do is I'll just identify some daily zones here. We've got some support that turned into resistance. We also have kind of like a short-term downtrend right now. I don't really like to use trend lines, but I can show you guys here that we are going down at the moment. And we are currently respecting our support. So we have one touch and then a second touch right here. We're looking to see if price will actually hold or if it's going to come down and then push back up. What we don't want to see is if we do take an entry like somewhere in here, we don't want to see price come down, come back into this downtrend area, reject the zone, and then go make a lower low. That's kind of like, that'd be like, all right, we want to get out of the trade, right? So as far as getting a potential entry here, I like to get them on my 65% and 61% retracements, just kind of really whatever price is doing at that given point in time. Like I said earlier, we could target previous highs. And what I like to do for the stop loss is I'll put it right below these daily candles here, or these massive push candles. So if you notice here, that's where my stop loss is going to line up with, just below that, indicating market structure. So we're risking about 8, 9, 10% roughly to go and target a 93% return. That's a 9-to-1 ratio. This is how you get banger trades going, let me tell you. So there's that for you for like a swing trade. As far as like, let's just say price does come into here, it takes some time, it's bouncing around, and then it finally goes, you know, and you're breaking this resistance zone here. You can map this out. This is quite interesting to me. We can put on like a Fibonacci like extension. So if you take this swing low to this swing high, you'll get that these are your 4 different targets, right? So we haven't even filled all 4 targets yet, but we hit this one, we hit this one right to the pip. And then we've also hit the 3rd target. So potentially on this next move, we could be looking for target 4 to be breached, making this push kind of like all the way up to here at some point in time. So there's like a fib extension for you from previous market structure. I'm going to go ahead and delete these lines now. If we want to take it from where price is currently at, right? So we can do our swing low to our swing high and then back down. We're gonna have to scroll out for this one, but this is giving us fib extension of actually an all-time high up here at $3.70. So from where the price, you know, where you could be getting into, trying to get my, there we go. You know, targeting this is 108% return. It's like twice as much return, only risking 10% on this trade. So that could be an all-time target if you're looking to swing this and hold for the long term, if you're just using spot. But I'm gonna get rid of this. I don't like to leave these up. Extend that out. So now we have like our kind of our daily and weekly zones mapped out. Let's drop it into the 4-hour here. I'm gonna get rid of this. And we're gonna see what price is actually doing right now in this zone. So we understand that this is our, you know, daily zone here. And we also see that price has respected it quite beautifully for the time being. It's actually on its way back into the zone right now. So what we can do here is we can start identifying, you know, potential resistance and support areas, right? So I'm gonna take my box. I noticed that we have really nice price action right in here. And what I'll do is I'll just change the borders so you guys can see, you know, these are just 4-hour zones we're looking at compared to our daily. So we have this zone, and then this one up here is what we're playing with. As far as like taking an initial entry for just kind of like a short-term trade opportunity, you could look to go long, like somewhere in here down at the bottom of these wicks. Let these people who bought in here get wiped out and stopped out. For you, it's just kind of up to you to decide where you want to put your stop at. I mean, I usually just put them right below the level if it's a strong level. If we do see price continuing and closing down here, this is a good indication that we could kind of see more retracement back into the fib levels that we have mapped out just under the zone. So if this support holds on the 4-hour, you know, you're probably getting in here, and then you're looking to target like maybe this previous high. You got this one right here. You got this one as well. And then you also have this one up here. So all of these are offering you, you know, a nice 10, 15, 20% trade, even 30. And you're risking probably about 5%. So that's just kind of how I map out my trades for short-term opportunities. But, you know, we'll just have to wait and see what really happens here in this blue box. But overall, what I'm really looking for is I'm looking to start a position down here to go long. And hopefully we can get a really nice push back into these all-time highs. Who knows how long that could take? It could take weeks, months, whatever. But as long as we're starting in a position and something we want to be involved with for the long term. This is how you get your dip buys. This is how you actually generate wealth. And while everyone's freaking out about Bitcoin and Ethereum and all these coins dropping, you're getting in while they're dropping, and you're able to take advantage of potential returns in the future. So that's just my 2 cents for Algo USD. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I'm going to be dropping more technical analysis and stuff like that for other cryptocurrencies here down the road. So peace.